Welcome to the Stronger Marriage Podcast with Trey and Lee.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. We are getting close to Valentine's Day.
We are. Got it coming up pretty quick, and we thought we better do something that, which all of our podcasts would fit for Valentine's Day. Most of them are about love and about pursuing your spouse and things along those lines.
But we are specifically going to talk about ways to say I love you.
That's pretty good. Without saying I love you?
Yes. I mean, sometimes I love you sounds exactly like I love you. You just say I love you. But other times it can sound like some of the things that we're going to be talking about.
Excellent. I like this idea. Just got back from Jasper,
Alabama.
Had a great workshop. If you came to that workshop, thank you. It was a packed house. So much fun. So many amazing couples that we got to meet. Just had a great time. Met Ryan and Amber, who listen to our podcast every week, and we were excited to give them a shout out. We met a lot of folks that do, but wanted to give them a shout out. Got to meet them. They were a very sweet couple. Sent us home with a card and a few goodies, which included some coffee, which is our love language.
Yes, they know us well. They listen. See, we talk about how much we like coffee, and they know.
Yeah, but thank you for coming. We've got Ada, Oklahoma coming up, and Casper, Wyoming coming up. We're excited about those.
Yeah, going up north a little bit. So that'll be a little bit of a change for us. We don't get up north very often. So if you live anywhere near Casper, Wyoming, come see us.
That's it. Come on. We would love it. So let's talk about how can I say I love you without saying I love you?
Okay. So I love you sometimes can sound like be careful. If I were to say, as you're walking out the door, and we do this to our kids all the time, right? They come see us, and when they're leaving, we say, be careful, have a safe trip, drive safely. That means we care. We want them to be safe. So saying be careful is a way to say
when your spouse leaves for work in the morning, you have a good day. Be careful on your way to work is a good way to say I love you. I like that. Instead of just going, see ya, hit the road, Jack, something.
Yes.
I like that. That's good. Be careful.
Yeah. I love you can sound like text me when you get there.
Oh, I like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you want to know they arrive safely. If you've gone somewhere, I always kind of, let me know when you get there so I'll know that you're safe. And being concerned for your spouse is saying I love you, that you're important to me and important to my life.
Absolutely.
I like that.
So I love you can sound like I was just thinking of you.
So a text message maybe in the middle of the day for no reason.
Absolutely.
To just say I was thinking of you.
I was just thinking of you. That's a great way to say I love you.
It is. Just thinking about you. Maybe you could put, I was thinking about something we did this weekend that was fun and how much I enjoyed it.
I see you're skipping ahead.
Okay, sorry. But just a text message for no reason.
Because the very next one is sometimes I love you can sound like, remember that time we...
Yeah. I like that.
We
do that a lot.
Yeah. Remember that time we went camping to such and such place and we hiked and so remembering, talking about special times that you've had together is a great way to say I love you.
When you talk about how much fun it was. Yeah. You got to spend time together to make memories and to be able to do that. And that's going to be important.
Absolutely.
Going to be important. So can you think of you remember that time? You said camping. Can you think of another time that was fun? What did you do this fun with me?
Another time or?
Just a time.
Oh.
We went to Jasper. What did we do that you thought was fun?
In Jasper?
Yeah.
We drove around and looked at stuff.
Like old people.
We wanted to go hike, but it was too cold. It was like 40 degrees.
Way too cold.
We didn't bring clothes to bundle up in, so we had to just look at all the pretty sites where we could be hiking instead of actually hiking.
Yeah. And we had fun doing that.
We did.
I remember that time we did that.
I remember that time.
That's exactly right. We tried some new restaurants and places to eat and some things like that. So I do remember that time, and that was fun.
Okay.
And I'm glad we did that.
Sometimes I love you sounds like I miss you. If you're gone and you tell your spouse, I really miss you. I can't wait till you get home. That's another way to say I love you.
Everybody wants to be missed. Yep, everybody wants to be missed. If you can send that message, even at work, you could tell them, "I miss you today."
Sure. Even if they're just at work and you're going to see them in 3 hours.
I miss you today.
I miss you. Yes.
Thinking about you today. I like that. That's good stuff.
So sometimes I love you can sound like, I love spending time with you.
I like that
That's
too.
a good thing to say to your spouse.
Because I do love spending time together and having fun, and that does say I love you.
Yes.
Because you want to hang out with somebody you love.
Sometimes I love you can sound like, can I do something to help? So if you say, can I do something to help? You're sending me a message that you love me.
I gotcha. So even if you don't know what it is, you could say, "Hey, can I help you do something?" Or is there something on your list I could do? I like that. You being a acts of service girl as your love language, that would be a really good way to say I love you to
a
you.
wonderful way to say that to me because, we talk about the 5 love languages, and acts of service is right up there at the top of my list. So when you say, is there anything I can do to help you? I know you love me.
So could I add in there, a good way to say I love you is, let me hold your hand?
Sure.
I don't know if that one was on your list or not, but that's my love language. And you
Yeah.
can say, hey, scoot over here and let's
It should
cuddle.
be on the list.
That's it. Let me hold your
Yes.
hand.
I want to hold your hand.
That makes me feel loved when
Yes.
you reach over and pat me or something like that.
Yes.
Did we tell that story about you waking me up the other night
You did. Well,
on a podcast?
no, I don't know if you told it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Tell it again.
My love language is touch, and I woke up remembering my wife, remembering you trying to wake me up or just giving me some sweet pats, just soft pats, and I woke up thinking, what was going on? I kind of remember this, but I don't remember what was going on, and so I asked you that next morning. I said, "Honey, I remember you giving me some love last night. Were you just being sweet?" And you said no. I said, "Were you trying to wake me up to cuddle and be intimate?" And you said no. And I said, why were you like patting me and stuff? And you said, because you were snoring.
Yeah. I was trying to get you to wake up or turn over to quit
You were so
snoring.
nice. You could have
Yes.
smothered me with a pillow, and you didn't do that.
was
So
just
I
kinda
appreciate that.
Trying to gently
I'm not a snorer,
wake
and
you
so
up.
I guess that was
Oh, yeah. So sometimes I love you sounds exactly like you saying, I'll be right there.
That's it. When you need help, because sometimes we do that to one another. Do you have a second
Or
to help?
just letting your spouse know when you're coming home, right? I mean, if you're on your way, I'll be right there. Or I'm 30 minutes away, whatever. That's considerate.
It's called respect.
Yes, letting your spouse know where you are, kind of giving them an ETA. That's a great way to say I love you.
And a great way to say, well, not say I love you would be going, I'll be right there and be 30
And-
minutes later.
Yes.
Yeah, don't say one thing and not be that person.
Yes.
Yeah. Or say, I'm on my way right now. And then 20 minutes later, you go, no, really now I'm on my way right now. So yeah, we kind of need to, if we're going to do that, be honest with your, I'll be ready in 5 minutes may mean I'll be ready in 30 minutes and give those correct times.
Yes, for
Good
sure.
point. Good
for
point.
Sure. I'm worried about you. That can say I love you. I'm not a huge fan of the word worry. I think I would rather use the word concern.
Okay.
Maybe if I can tell you're a little stressed, a little frazzled, saying I'm concerned about you. Is there, what's on your mind? That's a good way to say I love you.
Yeah. Anything you want to talk about or anything I can do to lighten your load.
Yep.
That's a good way to put that. I am concerned about you. Is there anything I can do to help?
Yes.
Yeah. That definitely says I love you.
Yes. I'm listening.
That's good. I am listening. It would probably good. You can do that with your eyes when you're listening, but you also to just go, "Hey, I'm listening. Tell me. You have my attention."
Yes. We've kind of learned, when we need to say something to make sure we have each other's attention. And because a lot of times we're working from home with laptops in our laps or whatever. And so I'll kind of say, hey, when you have a second, I got a question for you. And, you acknowledging, I'm listening.
That means pay attention.
Yes.
This is important.
Yes. So, yeah, for you to say, yes, I've got time, I'm listening.
I'll stop what I'm doing.
Yes.
That does say I love you.
that says
That's
I
a good
love you.
point. That's good.
Another one is, yes, I have time.
That's good.
Yeah.
Or I'll even make time. But yes,
Yes.
I have time for
I
whatever
have
that is.
time for
To-
whatever it is
whatever
you want to
need.
do or need.
I have time, or I'll make time. That does say I love you. That's good.
Yes.
You know, so you think about all of these that we're talking about here. Your spouse may be saying I love you all the time without even saying I
Without
love
saying
you.
it. Now, bearing that in mind, we all still need to hear the words "I love you" on a regular basis. You know, you need to be telling your spouse every day, "I love you." But these are, yeah, I mean, that's exactly what we wanted to say to everybody is that your spouse is likely saying "I love you" throughout the day with all of these different things that
Without
they do.
ever even saying the
Right,
words "I
without
love
saying
you,"
the
and I
words.
think that's good. It doesn't take reading between the lines. It just takes thinking about what somebody said to realize, hey, they love me. That's why they
Yeah.
are listening, or they're concerned about me, or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's true. Just a handful more.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this and thought of you.
I always like that.
Yes. So this could be several things. This could be, you know, maybe you've picked something up, just a little something, and brought it to me. You know, maybe it's my favorite candy bar. Maybe it's just a cute little necklace you saw that you thought maybe I'd like. It could also be,
Sorry.
it could also be, sorry, Ranger's making himself known
dog.
in the background. It could also be you sending me a meme, me sending you.
Yeah, we do that all the
all the
time. I like
time.
that.
We do
Yeah.
that all the time. You know, this made me think of you. And so we're always sharing things like that on our phone.
We tag one another in Instagram posts all the time, Facebook posts. Are you even married if you don't do those sort of things?
I don't think you are.
You know, I'm sure there's some spouses out there that may not have social media.
Right.
Maybe they screenshot and send, but yeah, I mean, every day we're tagging one another in stuff that just says, hey, I saw this and it made me laugh and I thought about you. And
Yes.
sometimes it's serious and sometimes it's not.
Yeah, and that's just a simple way to say I love you. Another one is I know this is your favorite. So, you know, whatever it could be, saving the last piece of something for you because I know this is your favorite.
The pie, the last pie the other day.
Yeah,
you
don't
ate the
bring
last
that
piece. It was my favorite.
Okay, people, he offered me the last piece of
did.
pie after he had already had one himself.
There were 2 pieces left, and it would have been wrong for me to not offer you the
But
piece.
what I found out later was he was really hoping I would decline that piece of pie so that he could
It didn't hurt my
the
feelings.
next
I
day.
did not need 2 pieces of pie. But I did give you a hard time about
You
eating the
did, and
last piece
yes.
of pie. That was my pie.
It was.
Yeah, it was my favorite. And so, yeah. So this is your favorite. I will eat the last piece.
Right.
But you do this sometimes. We pick up each other's candy. You talked about that a while ago. Back at our bank in October when they had all the Halloween candy out, we had I saw your favorite candy in the little jack-o'-lantern sitting by the teller's thing, and I grabbed one and just left it on your dresser for you to find.
Yeah. But yeah, just acknowledging that something is a favorite of your spouse says, I know you, and just acknowledging that a little
This
bit.
is your favorite.
Yeah.
I like that. Your favorite show. Maybe it's sitting down and watching a favorite show with your spouse. I know this is your
maybe
favorite. Let's
this is
watch it.
not the one I would pick, but this
That's
is your
it.
favorite.
Not my favorite movie, but this is your favorite. I would love to watch it with you.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yes. Another way to say I love you is to say, I want to hear all about it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Maybe you really don't, but but saying that you do.
I want to hear all about it.
wanna
But
hear
if
all
it's
about
important
it.
to you or if it's
Yes.
important to me, it should be important to the other person.
Yes.
Even if it's not maybe in something that we're too excited about all the time. Maybe it's not our favorite thing, but if you're excited about it, I need to be excited about it.
Yes.
That's just kind of how it works. Just kind of how it works.
Yeah. So wanting to hear all about it and actually listening and giving the time that says I love you.
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
hear all about
This
it.
one's good. This
Ooh.
one's good. Sometimes the best way to say I love you is to keep your mouth shut.
So just not talking at all?
Just don't say what you're thinking.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
You make a comment about that in the workshop. Why don't you follow up on kind of that right there?
Yeah.
Because it's a good point.
Yes, because we can all be a little critical sometimes, and sometimes things just need to go, just need to be left unsaid. I don't have to point out what's annoying me at the moment or whatever it is. So sometimes just not saying anything at all is the best way to say I love you.
Okay, very good. I like that. So, especially if it's not something kind.
Right. If you're, yeah.
Doesn't mean you don't have to agree.
What is it mamas always say? If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. So that's exactly what this point
And somebody
is.
will always say, but if there's a problem, you need to bring it up.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
say it in a nice way.
Yes.
Speak the truth in love.
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that.
Another way to say I love you is to say, I'm so thankful for you.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm thankful for you.
I am
That
thankful
makes
for
makes
you.
anyone feel good.
Yes.
And I'm thankful for.
I'm thankful for you. I'm proud of you.
Thank you for
You're
doing.
important to me. I mean, all those kinds of things. Everybody wants
Do
to hear.
spouses ever get tired of hearing that?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I don't think so either. And you may think you say it enough, and if you can't remember the last time you told your spouse, I'm very thankful for you, it's probably time to tell them again. It needs to be a regular part of your vocabulary.
Yes. And another way to say I love you is to just say, I'll always love you no matter what.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'll always love you no matter what.
Unconditional love is what marriage is about.
It is. It is. Those are good.
So, just a few ways to say I love you without actually saying the words. And as we pointed out, we still need to hear the words. We still need to be saying I love you. But there are lots of ways we can be creative with expressing our love. Maybe that's a better way to say that.
Maybe we need to go through here and pick out a couple we should say, I like this one, do this one more often. Except for you're gonna circle the one that says, how can I help you? And I'm gonna have to do some chores.
Yes, and
Yeah, I can see that coming. And then I'm gonna add at the bottom the hold my hand. So that'll work.
Absolutely.
So this was a fun podcast.
Kind of short and sweet today.
Hey,
but
no
that's
problem
okay.
with that. No problem with that.
Hopefully, even if you don't have some big special plans for Valentine's Day,
Do something.
do something. Whether it's just, put the kids to bed early and eat a bowl of ice cream while you're, snuggling on the couch or something. I don't know.
it.
But acknowledge that your love is special in some way or another. I've kind of gotten to the point where, the restaurants are all crowded on Valentine's Day, and I would just as soon stay home as to go out. But
I don't need a card. If you want to write me a sweet text, I'm content with
yes,
that.
make your own cards that don't cost money. We like to do that. Just some kind of handwritten note. Maybe make your spouse's favorite dinner. Maybe pick up a little treat, that they might like, but acknowledge it in some way.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Because even though you don't have to be all commercial with it, and if you want to, that's great. Just in some way, let your spouse know how much you love them. That's a good idea.
And a lot of people say, we don't do that because we celebrate Valentine's Day every day. Well, that's great. That's kind of what we're talking about here with all of these ways you can say I love you. Yes, you should be celebrating your love every day, but
one of my favorite things that happens on Valentine's Day, you ready for this?
what?
Couples post pictures on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all their social media pages of this is my sweetheart, and I absolutely love that.
Yes.
There's nothing to me more fun than scrolling through on Valentine's Day and seeing couples pictures going, this is my love. Because claim you love, that's a wonderful thing to do.
It is. So maybe that's our challenge to you, is that we want to see those pictures on Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly. Post a picture of
And-
you and your
and
if
talk
y'all,
about
if y'all
how
go out
much
on a
you
date,
love your
great.
honey.
But
Yeah.
throw some love your spouse's way on social media. Post a picture. Let the world know you're happy to be married, that you're proud to be married, that you're blessed to be married. And that makes a big difference.
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Y'all have a blessed week.
Bye, guys.